Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Solana. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now we can clearly see that there is a resistance above us, and I've drawn this channel down pattern to show you all of these touches of resistance. So every time we come up to this area, we get rejected back down. And we can identify a double top pattern here. So we have one top here, second top over here. The distance between the two tops is 69 days, so slightly more than 2 months. And the correction here from the first top was approximately 35%. So all of this falls within the range of the norm. And we have a bottom over here sitting at $128. This is essentially our neckline, and the 0.786 level on the fib clearly outlines that. So as for the fib, we have it from the top in July 2024 to the bottom in April 2024. Now the reason I'm mentioning this double top pattern is because if we were to lose the neckline over here, if we were to lose the neckline, which we didn't yet, then we're going to have a target to the downside, because that is a potential bearish reversal pattern that we have at hand. So we're going to set up a trend line from the top there to the bottom. Then we take the trend line and we place it at the potential point of breakout, and you're going to be looking at $90 roughly, which is close to the 1.618 of this Fibonacci retracement. And if we take a look at where this lines up nicely with this bottom from January 2024 at $83.50. We also have this bottom from February earlier this year at $100. That's going to be something that you want to keep an eye on. You want to keep an eye on all of these local bottoms and local tops, because they're going to be acting as support. So make sure you draw this out on your chart and you understand that if we are going to be losing this neckline, we could drop down back to $100. That's just the expectation based on the current setup. We haven't done that yet. So ideally, if this is going to play out, you want to see a breakdown, back test of resistance, and then a continuation downwards. If the markets decide to recover, and if the markets decide to pump, especially after the FOMC meeting happening in a few days, we might, cancel out this entire pattern. We might break above the resistance trend line that we have, and we might even retest this top here at $185. That's a potential setup we are looking at. Let's bring back the EMAs here. We're running into the 20 EMA as resistance. That is the yellow line. So if you're looking for a short to mid-term trade, you could potentially secure yourself for 3.6% trade. But that's only if you like doing those short-term trades. What you could do is you could wait for a retracement, a further retracement back down. You can pick up some Solana at a lower level. And again, all of this is spot trading. I do not recommend doing leverage futures trading. I'm against all of that. So if you're on spot, you can get some Solana at roughly $116, and then you can take profits at the 20 EMA. If you're looking for a short to mid-term trade, if you're accumulating for the long term, it depends on your targets and your outlook. Because if you're buying down here to sell at, let's say, $300, then you might want to add a little bit more here at around 130. But personally, for me right now, Solana is a bit too overextended and too expensive. During the next bear market, I'm definitely going to be picking up some Solana. We don't know where the all-time high is going to be, and we don't know where the next bear market is going to be. But I assume sometime in the middle of 2026, we're going to be starting to accumulate our altcoins for the next bull market. That's the quick update I have for the daily chart. Now let's switch over to the weekly. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. Now on the weekly, we can see that the EMAs are coming closer together. The price action is between the 55 and the 20 EMA. So we're in a consolidation period here, and the EMAs are getting closer together, which is what we want to see. So once we have a move to the upside, we'll have the EMAs follow the price action, obviously. If we continue downwards, the double top pattern that I showed you on the daily chart plays out, and we have a retracement or a correction further down to $100 to $90, then we could get a bearish cross for a very short period of time. Some altcoins have already printed this bearish cross on the weekly chart. That's not a very good signal. However, Bitcoin is our standard, and Bitcoin is the coin to look at. And Bitcoin is nowhere close to printing a bearish cross on the weekly chart. So we're all good in that regard. If we take a look at this Fibonacci retracement that we have set up from the bottom in January 2023 to the top in October/November 2021, we're holding the 786 at $126 as support. We've been doing that ever since April this year. The 55 EMA is holding us up as well. If you want to set up some buy limit orders at the 55 EMA, that would be a smart decision because we're wicking towards that area every now and then. Also, you can see the Elliott wave structure that we have. So wave 1 has played out. We had the wave 2 retracement. Wave 3 peaked in March 2024. Wave 4 hopefully is bottoming out in the next month or so. And then we're looking at wave 5 potentially taking us to $600. That would be our minimal target for Solana in this bull market. Again, lots of people are expecting $1,000. I want to stay more conservative. If Solana overperforms and goes above anyone's expectations, and we're sitting at, let's say, $300 in the next 2 months, then of course we're going to reevaluate our positions and our targets. But until that happens, we're going to stay conservative, and we're going to be expecting $600 at most. Taking a look at the RSI, we're expecting a move back down into this blue support block between 45 to 38 on the index. This used to be a really good area to pick up some coins back in 2023 and even back in 2022. But then we had that bear market. We went below that block. Then we broke above it in January 2023. And from there, things started looking very, very good and very bullish for Solana. We were extremely overbought over here in the latter stages of 2023 and early stages of 2024. We have recovered from that. And with the next move to the upside, we should go even higher than these RSI levels. So we're expecting the RSI to go higher, maybe somewhere into the 95 area. And that would be your bull market top for Solana. That's what we're expecting. If wave 5 is going to be bullish, if Bitcoin is going to 100K at least, then we are going to see something along those lines. If we take a look at the stochastic, once again, we are in the oversold, very good area to be accumulating right now. If you take a look at the past times we were in the oversold, it was February 2024, which should be over here. It didn't, it was still a good buying opportunity. We did go up approximately 2x there, to be honest. So this was a really good entry point based on the stochastic. However, based on the RSI, it was a bit too risky getting in at that point. Then, of course, we had this level from September 2023 and then June 2023. Now, in contrast to the February indicators, we can see that right now the RSI is quite low, the stochastic is quite low, the price action is sitting at a support level, and the markets are just starting to flip potentially from bearish to bullish. So right now the environment for buying Solana is much better than it was back in February 2024 in terms of profit potential and overall market structure. That's just my opinion, and let me know what are your thoughts on Solana. Let me know what is your average buying price, and let me know what is your target for Solana in the next 6 to 12 months. Thank you all for watching this video. Let me know if you learned anything new. Stay safe and goodbye.